Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback just flat and missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Stanford's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice move, create some space. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Ford. There he goes. Powers through. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping a couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis will throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room. It's Irvin. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Brown will throw it. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rushes on him. Complete downfield. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Power football with the run. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, they're after him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking on the move. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. On the run, it's Sims. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Davis looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's open on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Davis will throw. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grab behind the line. It's Moses. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That toss to the fullback fooled no one, at least no one who is on defense.
And those are the plays, Reese, that you need to fool somebody. That's not a guy you give the football to very often. This is a little trickeration, a little by design. You know, give him the football. Hopefully nobody pays attention to him, but the defense was ready and made the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Playing defensive back to me is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And
he's loose. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play-action fake. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gets it to him on the screen. Wide open spaces. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 31 to Sam Houston. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He's dominant in this offense.
He makes a catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football. even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Runs for the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Gives it on the option. Nice move there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And you got to give this pass rush credit, man. They've gotten to this guy multiple times in this game, and you can just see in his body language it's already affecting him. On that last throw, he threw it off his back foot, and that's why it fell incomplete.
Makes the grab. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Lots of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Sims. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Davis looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rainbow Warriors, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback running on the draw. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Jukes his way for more. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running this.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Davis will throw. The sure hands, it's Sims. Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it in, more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Turning on the Jets. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 24 to Sam Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Setting up the screen. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. Davis looking to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Harris. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Davis will throw. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.